Tonight, we take a closer look at how the Philippines stands up for its rights in the South China Sea, a region whose significance extends far beyond its borders. This vast expanse of water is not just a backdrop to daily life, but a region vital to the nation's survival, prosperity, and identity. The South China Sea, known locally as the West Philippine Sea, serves as a lifeline for over 115 million Filipinos. Its rich fishing grounds feed families and support entire communities, while its waters provide crucial access to global trade routes that connect the Philippines to the rest of the world. Beneath the waves, vast reserves of untapped oil and natural gas promise energy security and economic growth. For a developing nation, these resources are not just valuable, they are essential for reducing dependence on foreign energy and fueling future progress. The South China Sea is also one of the world's busiest maritime highways. Nearly one-third of all global shipping passes through these waters, carrying goods, fuel, and resources. For the Philippines, freedom of navigation is not just a matter of principle, it's a matter of economic survival. Yet China claims nearly the entire sea, overlapping with the Philippines' internationally recognized maritime zones. This sweeping claim threatens the livelihoods of Filipino fishermen and challenges the nation's sovereignty. In 2016, an international tribunal ruled in Manila's favor, affirming the Philippines' rights, but Beijing dismissed the verdict, escalating tensions and sparking protests at home and concern abroad. The result is a vital resource and trade route transformed into a global flashpoint, where international law and diplomacy are tested every day, and where the stakes are nothing less than regional stability. Today, the Philippines finds itself on the front lines of a struggle that will shape not only its own future, but the future of the entire region and the world. The Hague ruling didn't bring peace. China's aggression only intensified. Chinese Coast Guard and maritime militia routinely harass Filipino vessels, ramming boats, blocking paths, and using water cannons to intimidate crews. In June 2024, Chinese personnel boarded a Philippine resupply boat, injuring a sailor, an alarming escalation. These aren't isolated incidents, they're part of a calculated gray zone campaign to force the Philippines out without open warfare. China uses Coast Guard and militia ships to frame these as law enforcement, not acts of war, keeping tensions high but below the threshold of conflict. Tactics include blinding Filipino crews with lasers and deploying floating barriers to block fishing grounds. The goal: wear down the Philippines' resolve and change the facts on the water. Every confrontation tests Manila's patience and the world's willingness to respond. The Philippines faces relentless pressure but refuses to back down. For decades, the Philippine military focused on internal threats, insurgents and separatists, not foreign powers. That changed under President Marcos Jr., who declared the nation would not lose 1 inch of its territory. The new defense doctrine, the comprehensive archipelagic defense concept, pivots the military's focus from land to sea. Resources now flow to the Navy, Air Force, and Coast Guard, frontline defenders in the maritime dispute. This shift demands new training, equipment, and a complete change in mindset. Soldiers are learning to patrol vast waters, not just jungles. The government is fast-tracking modernization, prioritizing external defense above all else. The Philippines is transforming from an inward-looking force to a maritime power ready to defend its sovereignty. At the heart of the Philippines' new defense posture is its revitalized alliance with the United States. This partnership, forged through decades of shared history and mutual interests, is now entering a new era of strategic cooperation. As regional tensions rise, both nations are reaffirming their commitment to each other's security and sovereignty. The Mutual Defense Treaty, in place since 1951, is now more relevant than ever as both nations face growing pressure from Beijing. This long-standing agreement obligates each country to support the other in case of an armed attack, serving as a powerful deterrent in an increasingly contested region. The Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, or EDCA, has expanded, giving U.S. forces access to 9 strategic Philippine bases, some near Taiwan, others facing the South China Sea. These locations are critical, allowing for rapid deployment and joint training, and sending a clear signal of unity to potential adversaries. The U.S. is investing over $120 million to upgrade these sites, building runways, storage, and a new naval facility on Palawan, just 160 miles from a key flashpoint. These improvements not only enhance operational readiness, but also strengthen the Philippines' ability to respond to emergencies and defend its territory. In July 2024, Washington pledged $500 million in military financing to help the Philippines buy advanced American equipment. This unprecedented level of support marks a significant step forward in deepening military ties and ensuring the Philippines has access to cutting-edge technology. This support accelerates the Philippines' modernization, making its deterrent more credible. New equipment and training are transforming the armed forces, boosting morale and confidence among Filipino troops as they face new challenges. The alliance is now backed by real funding, hardware, and shared resolve. Joint exercises and coordinated patrols demonstrate a level of cooperation and trust that is stronger than ever before. The message is clear: the U.S. stands ready to help defend Philippine sovereignty. This renewed partnership is a cornerstone of regional stability, reassuring allies and warning those who might seek to undermine peace. Together, they are building a formidable front against coercion, demonstrating that unity and shared values can stand strong in the face of uncertainty. Nothing showcases the U.S.-Philippines alliance like the annual Balikatan, or shoulder-to-shoulder military exercises. In 2025, over 14,000 troops from the U.S., Philippines, Australia, and other partners trained across the archipelago. Drills simulated real threats: maritime security, missile defense, and retaking captured islands, clear signals to any would-be aggressor. For the first time, advanced U.S. missile systems like NMESIS and Typhoon, capable of striking far beyond Philippine shores, were deployed. These exercises build interoperability, ensuring both militaries can fight together seamlessly in a crisis. Every joint patrol and training scenario strengthens trust and readiness. The Balikatan exercises turn treaty promises into real-world capability. They send an unmistakable message: the Philippines and its allies are prepared to defend every inch of its territory. The alliance is not just words, it's action. The Philippines is backing up its tough stance with new hardware and infrastructure. The Horizon 3 phase of its modernization program prioritizes the Navy and Air Force, aiming for a credible deterrent. Plans include acquiring over 40 new jet fighters and up to 10 new warships, plus the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile system for coastal defense. Unmanned surface vessels now patrol Philippine waters, providing real-time surveillance and making it harder for intruders to go undetected. New bases are being built in Cebu, Zambales, and Palawan, putting ships and aircraft closer to hotspots. Upgrades to EDCA sites with U.S. help create a resilient network of military installations. The focus is clear, persistent presence, rapid response, and a modern force ready for any challenge. The Philippines is laying the foundation for long-term security. It's not just about weapons, it's about building the infrastructure to support them. The Philippines isn't standing alone, it's building a coalition for security. Japan is now a close partner, with new agreements for joint training and patrols and large patrol vessels for the Philippine Coast Guard. Australia regularly joins exercises and conducts joint patrols in the South China Sea. The Squad, US, Japan, Australia, and the Philippines, coordinates regional security efforts. France is supplying 40 new patrol boats, while ties deepen with South Korea, Canada, the UK, and the EU. Even within Southeast Asia, the Philippines is working with Vietnam and quietly cooperating with Taiwan. This web of partnerships creates a new security architecture, making it harder for any one power to dominate. The Philippines is now a central node in a network committed to regional stability. One of the Philippines' most powerful tools isn't a weapon, it's radical transparency. Instead of quiet diplomacy, Manila now publicizes every Chinese provocation, embedding journalists on patrols and sharing real-time evidence with the world. High-definition videos and photos of harassment are broadcast globally, making it impossible for Beijing to deny its actions. Regular press briefings and social media updates keep the world informed and counter Chinese propaganda. This strategy rallies domestic unity and galvanizes international support. When global leaders condemn China's actions, it's often in response to evidence provided by the Philippines. By exposing every act of aggression, Manila strengthens its legal and moral case. The world can no longer look away. The truth is out in the open. The The Philippines' transformation is about more than ships and alliances. It's about a nation coming into its own, determined to chart a new course in a rapidly changing world. It's about shaping its own destiny, and ensuring that the dreams of its people are not dictated by outside forces, but by their own hopes and ambitions. For Filipinos, this is a fight for sovereignty, food security, and their children's future. A struggle that touches every family, every community, and every generation. A credible deterrent isn't about provoking war, but preventing it by showing strength, unity, and resolve in the face of threats. It's about raising the cost of aggression so high that adversaries think twice, and peace becomes the only sensible path forward. With stronger alliances and a modern military, the Philippines is no longer isolated. It stands shoulder to shoulder with partners who share its vision for a stable region. The Philippines' voice is now respected on the world stage, its leaders speaking out for justice, equality, and the rule of law. This struggle is a test of two world orders, one that values cooperation and fairness, and another that relies on force and intimidation. One is based on law and respect, the other on coercion. The outcome will echo far beyond the Philippines' shores. How the Philippines fares will shape the future of the Indo-Pacific and beyond. If it succeeds, it will inspire other nations facing similar challenges. It proves that small nations can stand up to might, and that rules matter, no matter the size of the country or the strength of its adversaries. The Philippines is no longer silent. Its people are united, their voices ringing out for freedom and dignity. It's defending not just its territory, but its right to exist peacefully and independently in a world of competing interests. And in doing so, it upholds the principles of a just international system, where disputes are settled by dialogue and law, not by force. This is a fight that matters to everyone who believes in a world governed by rules, not rulers, a struggle that will define the future for generations to come.